Look who's back. This is going to be a real short one. It's a video I didn't really expect to make. I have, again, I mentioned other projects I have in mind. Most specifically, I think the one I'm going to take care of first is the single action versus double action when it comes to revolvers. And then I wanted to still do that comparison with 357 versus the 44. But before I do that, I had an unexpected event. New gun day. Now, by the title, you're going to know what this gun is. And I don't do unboxing videos, but rest assured, it came in a box. And what comes in the box, what always comes in the box, the gun, that lock, and some paperwork. But what came in this box, this, by the way, let's not get ahead of myself. Here's the gun we're talking about. The Smith & Wesson model 360, M360, which is the J-frame airweight 357 Magnum revolver. 5 shots, unfluted cylinder with a hammer. I like hammers, I like hammer spurs, I like having the option of cocking the hammer. I just like it. You know, if you can, I know it's a snag issue, but you know what? I just like having the ability to fire a gun like this single action. It comes with these highly tactical flat earth. Is that what these things are called? These grips. You know, I'm going to change these, not because I don't jump down my throat, not because I'm against this color. I think this color can be cool with guns, especially offsetting the black gun here. I just think it's too big. Look at the grips; they're almost the size of the rest of the gun. And you know what I think about that? This is meant to be small, okay? And even, you know, my hand swallows it up anyway. But this is hard to conceal. I'm going to go with I'm going to put these bad boys on. And maybe I'll do it on camera. It's been a while since I did like a little project video. Maybe I'll do them on camera, although I'm a little intimidated. It comes with a tool and everything. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe I'll take a break, read instructions, and put them on camera to really look foolish. And this is also going to be a part 1. I'm going to take this bad boy to the range. Now, for those of you who like to keep track, this literally just came out of the box. So I have not fired it. I'm not going to carry it, although revolvers, I think there's less of a concern with that. I didn't fire this yet. I will fire it soon, and then I'll put it in my rotation. Now, before I get to the grips and everything else, why? I know all of you are asking, all 26 of you are asking why. Why? Because you know how I categorize my guns, my everyday carries and the home defense and the nightstand guns and things of that nature. I also have the program compliance gun, which is a gun that I will always have on me just because it's so small and so light. And right now that is currently being taken up by my Ruger LCP2. Now this is a loaded gun, so I'm not going to do too many wacky things with it. My Ruger LCP2, it is very small. It is very light, and I'll give it comparisons right back. Take that stupid grip off. They're very similar. And the weights, we're going to do little weights and measures too. This is very small, very light. You could take this anywhere, but there's a couple of things going against this. One, it's a 380. 380 is nobody's favorite caliber. Okay, it's as low as I would go and still consider myself armed, really. I know, yeah, listen, you can kill a buddy with 22, 25, I get it. This is as low as I would want to go in a real world situation. But even then, I just feel a little, I feel like, you know, this is kind of a better than nothing gun. And I don't want to be better than nothing, you know? All the time, I think I gave an analogy of that this gun is perfect for if you're coming out of a supermarket and a meth head jumps you. And, you know, a couple of shots of 380 to the face will end the fight because, again, in New York, no one's armed except the criminals. So these criminals, these piece of shit criminals, don't expect you to be armed because you're in New York, because it's a socialist state. So anything that an armed citizen has to defend themselves and their rights, anything that an armed citizen has is going to be a surprise and put them at an advantage. But 380 is not that, it's just not that effective. And also a couple other things about it. One, it's a pocket gun. Have you ever fired an LCP2? This trigger is not, this is not something I'm sticking in my pocket. This is a single action gun. I don't care what they say. Hammer, nothing on the back. In fact, I'm going to be flipping this thing around. You know, that hammer on the back. This is a single action gun. I'm sorry, I'm not sticking this in my pocket. So that's a detriment to a pocket gun that I can't stick in my pocket without, you know, we should all carry pocket holsters. But look, this thing, it's for all of its size and its ability to be concealed, 380 is kind of anemic. and it's not. I'm not going to stick this in my pocket with this trigger, and that's just the way it is. So I figured, you know what? I'm kind of a revolver guy. All of you know how I feel about 357 Magnum, and I think if I can get 5 rounds of 357 Magnum into a package, not much bigger and not much heavier than this, I'm gonna go that way. I mean, I'm not a capacity Carl, so like I always say, what are you gonna do in 17 shots that you can't do in 15? When you get down to between 5 and 7, yeah, you might get to a situation where 5 isn't enough and 7 is enough. So I'm skating on that line, and that's one of the negatives for this gun. But the overwhelming positive is that this is a true pocket gun. I've carried J-frames in my pocket a lot with nothing but the gun. Number 2, 357 Magnum. I'm sorry, folks, there is no comparison. You could talk about a lot of things between semi-auto and revolver, and I don't want to get shot with either one of these things, but if I had to fucking choose, I'll choose this one because I don't want to get shot with 357 Magnum, okay? I'll take the 380 if I have to take something, okay? So that's what made me go this route. Let's get into, maybe I will do this. I'll change the grips on camera. But first, let's take a couple of things. I'm going to use my trusty scale that I use. You've seen it before in my SIG video. I'm not going to put it on camera because I'm just kind of throwing this video together quickly. But, this LCP2, now it's unloaded. Let's zero that out. And let's do, we're not going to go grams. Again, there's a reason why I call it zero production value studios. Units, ounces, okay. Comes in at 9.6 ounces unloaded. The Model 360 comes in at 14.9 ounces unloaded. So this is substantially lighter unloaded, okay? Now again, it has these obnoxious grips. I'm going to weigh this again with the Bantam grips on it. But now let's add some things to it. Let's add a loaded magazine and one in a chamber. Now this LCP2 comes in at 13.4 ounces. Okay. Let's take my Model 360 and hold on. Let's put 5 rounds, 357 Magnum, 125 grains. I like 125 grains. I'm going to carry 357 Magnum against people. It's going to be 125 grains, I think. And this comes in at, with 5 rounds, 17.2 ounces. 1450. So, for 2 or 3 ounces more, I'm sorry, I'm going to go with 5 of 357 Magnum as opposed to 7 of 380, along with everything else with the my feelings about semi-autos when you're because this is a belly gun. Let's face it, this is a punch in the gut gun. This is get off me and give you one of those. Okay, so with all the advantages it has being a revolver, being a pocket carry gun, and the tremendous advantage between 380 and 357 Magnum, this is probably going to be replaced, barring unforeseen circumstance. Now, I realize that with this at 17 ounces loaded, 14 ounces, unloaded, I realize that this is going to be like holding a fucking cherry bomb in my hand when I'm firing full house 357 Magnums, and that's why this is part 1. Part 2 is going to be at the range, and we're going to see the comedy show that is this gun. But unless it's a complete shit show, I'm going to guarantee I'm going to keep this one and not sell it off, because it just, for 3 ounces over this isn't like 3 ounces like a 44 Magnum over an N frame over a fucking L frame. This is 3 ounce difference between 16, 17 ounces and 14, 15 ounces. This is light. This is small. Now obviously revolvers have that cylinder situation going on, but again, this is a small gun and only a few ounces, and you're getting 357 Magnum. So that's really the only thoughts I can give on it now, because I haven't shot the damn thing yet. So that's about it on my commentary. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a quick pause. I'm going to read the instructions so I don't like a complete jackalope, and then I'm going to try and put these Hogue Bantam grips online. I'll do it in front of you so we can all have a fucking laugh. Okay? Stand by. And we're back. Okay. Well, let me put these on. Yeah, I'm a lot older than, you might think, folks. Okay, so first, Smith& Wesson insists on needing one of these tools to take the other grips off. While I do this comedy, if you want to see me unscrew things, yeah, probably should have did this off camera, right? I'm going to take these grips off. I'm going to assume they're going to split in half. Oh, while I talk, by the way, what else came in this box that I meant to say is besides the lock and the paperwork, they included a second set of grips. Now, I didn't hear anything about this on the internet. So anybody else buy one of these and get a second set of grips? It looks like the logo has that horse, like, is that the Santis? Is that what it was? And it looks like it's cut as if I was going to add a crimson trace to this side. But I don't know if these just fell into the fucking box or something. Very odd, but that it came with it. Okay, so these grips come off. And while I do this, I'll also mention that a viewer had mentioned, I got to apologize to all of you, a viewer had mentioned at the end of October that I should have made a video or at least put out a message there promoting the Second Amendment rally that was going on in D.C. And I actually, although you notice I try to stay out of politics, except for city politics when it pertains to a story. Although I try and stay out of politics, I would have done that. Unfortunately, life intrudes. And I never got it out in time, and it became too late. But, at some point, maybe I'll do a political rant video. I don't know. I was going to use that as a reason to do a political rant video, but I just want to, maybe I should stay away from that stuff. I think we all know my leanings, but I'm not 100% like you would think in a lot of different things. I don't think I want to get into arguments online because, what the hell's the point of that? Only back to our program. Here's what it looks like without grips on it. Wow. 14.9 with those grips, 13 ounces with no grips. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. Okay, let's see what the Bantam grips are going to add. Okay, so as it was explained to me, these come with a tool. This is going to be something. And what you do is you spread. Does it mean this video just get filthy? You use this tool to spread this shit out so that it becomes easier. Ah, okay, look at that, son of a bitch. So that it becomes easier. Should I do it down here then? It becomes easier to get this thing in. Now my pin is fairly centered. It says try and make the pin as centered as possible. So what I'm going to do to that end, this is a riveting video, isn't it, folks? I should be saying something here, but I really got nothing. I didn't plan on making a video right now. So let's see if I could see. I have the actual tools, so don't get pissed at me. Okay, close enough for government work, as they say. Okay, that's fairly well centered. Now there's a groove in here. Those of you who have ever put hoe grips on are familiar with the whole groove idea. And I'm gonna have to put this Bantam tool way more in. So I should, in theory, be able to slide it into there. And then is this thing gonna push that tool down? Or does it just kind of go down? Ow, ow. I guess it just kind of goes down. Now that it's in there, and then it has to, I guess the idea is going to be that that tool is going to spread this more, then it's going to snap in. I'm going to retain some of my dignity and pause this here, and then I'm going to rejoin it after the cursing. Hold on. And we're back. Okay, don't do that with small kids in the room. But it was kind of what you were assuming. You get it started with this spreading tool, and then you push them down, it just kind of snaps in. The bars at the end just kind of snap in. And this is what you got after. Oh, and by the way, it also says you don't have to take these off to clean the gun, but if you do want to take them off, you put this tool in here to start that spread again and to get them back off. I'll give a little mini product review, I guess. They look, hold on, let me get this all pretty on one side and pretty on the other side. Okay, they seem to fit the gun very well. They don't hide any of the logo on either side. They're certainly not going to interfere with the cylinder release. I'm not going to get a speed loader for this because, come on. So, you know, this is what the gun looks like now. Now, my starting weight now is 14.3 ounces. So, with my 5 rounds of 357 Magnum, I didn't think the grips would make that much of a difference. They actually made quite a difference. 16.7 ounces. 16.7 ounces for 5 rounds of 357 Magnum. The hammer goes around the new grip. Well, it's just the frame now. Yeah, you know. No, oh, by the way, not a bad trigger. I've owned a few jig frames. I've shot a lot of them. Not a bad trigger so far in dry firing. Single action, of course, is single action. How bad could a single action trigger be? Overall, I think I'm gonna like this bad boy. It has the hammer lock or cylinder lock or whatever that Hillary hole, whatever they call it. Again, doesn't bother me as long as it doesn't make the gun malfunction. It doesn't bother me at all. And overall, this is a pretty nice little package for 16 ounces and change. And as an example, here's my everyday carry. Again, smaller, and it's going to be a lot lighter. The SIG comes in at 23.6 ounces, but this is 11 rounds of 9mm. In that case, yes, I've explained to you why I carry that gun, why I chose 9mm. This is now a souped up version of this. This is now the surprise gun. You know, again, barring anything at the range that shows this thing to be unshootable, this is now my surprise gun. This is the gun that, you know, you're going to come out and really change somebody's life for the worse. So, you know, I think 357, 5 rounds, 357 more than makes up for the 2 rounds loss in capacity in the 380. It's extremely light. You're not giving up on really no real size. You know, the cylinders are always wider. No real size and a couple of ounces loaded over a 380. This looks like my winner. Okay, so stay tuned, and after the range session, I'll put that footage up there. And when I go to the range, I'm also going to get the other projects. You'll be seeing a couple more videos from me, a lot more interesting than this nonsense. But you know, let me know. I don't know what you think about this. If you own one, I tell you what, if you own one of these, let me know what you think. If you fired full house 357s out of it, let me know what you think. I've seen guys on the internet, but you know, I'd like to see firsthand comments about it. I really like the look. I really like the feel of it. I like the package of it. I like the smaller grips. Again, if you're going with a gun this small, go with a fucking gun this small. And anything I've forgotten, I'll certainly bring up in part 2. Thanks for the view, and see you soon.